on this Monday morning. It's the 22nd day of November, 1999. A huge crowd gathered outside Studio 1A in Rockefeller Center. Many of these people here because coming up a little later on in the program, we'll have a treat. Celine Dion will be performing. You're listening to her song, The Power of Love. And this is a real treat because Celine, as you know, if you've heard the reports, is planning to retire at least temporarily at the end of this year. She and her husband Renee are going to take some much-needed time off.
And she's going to be retiring after New Year's. She'll be performing on New Year's Eve.
And then she has one other private performance in Las Vegas, I believe it is, after that. But this is certainly one of her last performances, and we're thrilled that they've chosen to make it right here on Today.
Where will she be performing on New Year's,
New Year's Eve, I have to think. It's, I'll get back to you on that.
Sorry,
I know not at my house, but it's the first thing that came to my mind.
We got her CD over the weekend, you know, in our research packet, so I was blasting it yesterday afternoon.
A lot of great songs on there.
My neighbors really appreciated it. Anyway, also coming up in this half hour, Matt, Rory Kennedy, daughter of the late Robert F. Kennedy, will be here to tell us about her upcoming television documentary. It's called American Hollow. In it, she follows a poor family living in Appalachia to give us a very real look at life in a part of the country that gets very little attention.
Montreal.
Oh, thank you.
Just look through my notes. Montreal on New Year's Eve. Before we get to that, and of course the performance from Celine a little later on, let's go outside for a check of the weather from Mal Roker.
All righty, thank you very much, Matt. Large group of people. Big Celine Dion fan here.
That's right.
What's your name?
Mayvo Casio.
Mevio, where are you from?
Manhattan.
Well, okay, you came a long way just to hear Celine. That's fabulous. And I like these ladies in the Santa hats. You guys from Washington, huh?
Bellingham, Washington.
And who do you want to say hi to?
Hi, Mom.
That's a good one. All right, we like that. Let's find out what's going on as far as your weather is concerned. And you can see we've got wet weather down around Florida and into the southeast, heavy snow in the Rockies, fog here in the northeast. It's going to be windy out west, and then as it moves through tonight, cold air in the plains, wet weather spreads up the mid-Atlantic coast, and a cold front moves in to the northwest coast. That's what's going on around the country. Here's what's happening in your neck of the woods.
Morning, everybody. There are some light showers happening over Lake Ontario, but I really wouldn't worry about rain today. Again, kind of a cloudy and warm day once again. 53 degrees at the bus stop, southwesterly winds, very mild. We'll look at more sunshine later this afternoon and possibly a record. The record temperature back in 1953 was 69. We'll be in the upper 60s regardless. And it looks like this will be the warmest day of the week with some showers on Wednesday. Kevin will have more tonight, first at 5.
And we also want to send out our prayers and our thoughts to Charles Schultz and his family. Charles Schultz diagnosed with colon cancer this past weekend, and of course we're praying for him. Now back inside the cave.
It gets distracting. For me, is that a problem?
Thank you, Al. Robert Kennedy once said that there is a kind of violence in this country that is as destructive as the
One of the world's most successful recording artists, Celine Dion, will usher in the new millennium with a final concert and then walk away from it all for a few years to be with her family and hopefully start a new one. She's released a new CD to leave fans something to remember her by. It's called All the Way and spans a decade's worth of her best music.
Because you love me, beauty and love me, wherever you are.
And there are 7 new songs, including her first release, That's the Way It Is, which she'll perform, by the way, for us a little later on. Celine Dion, great to see you. Welcome back.
Good morning.
Let me start by saying the last time you sat in that chair was about 1 year ago, and it was just a couple of weeks after your appearance here that you got some very disturbing news concerning Renee, your husband. And I just want to say he is in the studio this morning, and Renee, it's wonderful to see you as well. It really is. Tell me, he was diagnosed with cancer.
That's right.
And it's been an awfully difficult year.
It's been difficult for the whole family, especially for Renee, of course. But it's amazing how when you hear that word, because, you know, when you hear cancer, the word cancer, it's never for you. It's never part of your vocabulary.
Always happens to somebody
It's always
else.
for the others, you know, because you're in show business, you travel the world, you have success. That's not for you. And when it hits you, you just, it's like, it makes you realize that life is so precious. We used to plan our lives, we used to plan our future. In 6 months, the release of the album, in a year and a half, we'll be touring, and then we'll do the French album, and then we always forgotten the days, the present day.
Right.
And that's the most important day.
Well, Renee has said, and I hate talking about you as if you're not here, Renee, because you certainly are here, but Renee said that these days, and the prognosis is very good, but that he lives his life 3 months at a time.
I'm very impressed of him because I've been married to my manager for 5 years, and that's why I can't wait to get married to my husband. What he's shown through this period of time, so much strength. And at the same time, a weakness that I didn't know about him.
A vulnerability?
Yes, exactly. Strong he is. He went through the chemo and the radiation. We went through this together, and the family and friends, they were with him, and it was amazing. He showed so much strength. But for the first time in my life, I canceled a lot of shows, and I had 2 months off, and I stayed at home with him. It was my first time staying at home. And for the first time in my life, he took my face in his hands, and he looked at me, almost like such a serious look, like what I'm about to say to you is very, very serious. I mean it. And he told me, I need you. And when he told me that, I knew I was his favorite singer in the whole world. But for him to tell me that I can make a difference, and for a human being to be needed and to make a difference, is everything in the world.
You have some really lovely words that you write to Renee in the back of your new CD pamphlet here. Would you mind reading them to me?
No, absolutely.
It's right at the end there. Can you see those?
Of course. Dear Renee, when we choose to get married 5 years ago, we promised before men and God to help each other and to be totally committed and devoted through the good and bad times, in sickness and in health. The past year and its sadness and worries made me realize the power of those vows. My love, I'm promising again that I will always be there for you, no matter what. I love you more each day and forever.
What are your plans? How are you going to spend the time off? Thanks.
Believe me, I'm just wondering if I'm going to have enough 2 years to do everything I want to do.
What do you want to do?
I want to meet life. I would like to have a family. I would try to have a child. The 2 months we spent home, I cooked for him. I was becoming a woman. I was becoming his wife. And I was doing normal things, but for me, they were fantastic things. I've never done those. I've never ironed a shirt before. I've never did my bed or do a hamburger steak or stupid things, but normal things.
But you're also a performer, and he's the manager of a performer. Aren't you going to wake up, do you think, 6 months down the road and say, I got to get out on the road again?
I love life too much, and it's full of surprises. I love boating. We love golfing together, cooking, watching movies, go for a picnic. If I get pregnant, that's going to take a lot of my time.
That still is quite a priority for you, isn't it?
Absolutely. And believe me, I'm going to miss that. I'm going to miss singing. I'm not taking a break because I'm fed up. I'm taking a break because just before I get ready to go on stage and I feel like, oh, not tonight. Because you got to be honest with the people. You're letting them know that you love what you're doing, but I don't want to feel a second that I don't feel like going on stage.
Have you heard from some fans about these plans? Have they, you know, through the internet or through fan mail, have they talked about your hiatus? What do they think about it?
About retirement, about taking a break?
Do you call it retirement or?
No, not retirement, because it's different. Retirement is like it's over, basta,
Bye-bye,
and bye-bye. It's just a vacation for me. It's just a break. Actually, to me, it's not an end of anything. It's the beginning of something. But some of the fans came to me almost crying and say, I can't believe it, but it touched me, and I'm happy. But I wanted to, I didn't want to just close the door and say, ciao, see ya, I'm out of here. No, they've been there for me. They've been supporting me for so many years, and they've been giving me a lot of joy and a lot of love. But my way to say thank you and just say, I'll see you soon, I hope, it's to do an album. And I wanted to do a new album. I didn't only want to do a greatest hits album. So that's why I've done, in a way, a double thing, a double gift, a double album.
Some of the great old
new
songs.
songs and greatest songs.
And of
yeah.
course, you'll say goodbye with an amazing concert on New Year's Eve in Montreal. Another, I understand, one more concert in Las Vegas after that. And we are thrilled that one of your last performances will be right here on the Today Show coming up in our last half hour.
It'd be my pleasure.
Celine, it's always good to see you. Renee, as I said, great to see you in good health and all the best to you.
Thank you so much.
It's 7:49. We're back right after these messages.
If I forgive you all that.
Now singing live for one of the last times before her final New Year's Eve concert in Montreal. Here's Celine Dion singing That's the Way It Is from her new CD, All the Way.
Good morning, everybody. I can read your mind, and I know your story. I see what you're going through. Yeah, it's an uphill climb, and I'm feeling sorry, but I know it will come to you. Yeah, but don't surrender, 'cause you can win in this thing called love. When you want it the most, there's no easy way out. When you're ready to go and your heart's letting out, don't give up on your thing. Up on your love comes to those who believe it, and that's the way it is. That's the way it is. Life is empty with no tomorrow. Loneliness starts to come. Baby, don't worry, forget your sorrow, 'cause love's gonna conquer it all. When you want it the most, there's no easy way out. When you're ready to go and your heart's letting down, don't give up on your thing. Love comes to those who believe it, and that's the way. There's no easy way out. When you're ready to go and your heart's letting down, don't give up on your thing. Love comes to those who believe it, and that's the way it is. That's the way it is. Oh, yeah. That's the way it is. That's the way it is. That's the way it is. Don't give up on your thing. Love comes to those who believe it, and that's the way it is.
Celine, thank you. Now, how much are you going to miss doing this? This looks like the most fun anybody could have.
Well, I gotta tell you, this is what I'm gonna miss the most. This is my favorite thing, to be on stage with my band in front of an audience like this one this morning. I'm gonna miss them a lot. I'm gonna miss them. That's gonna be for sure.
Let me ask you a couple quick things. I know that you sang for the Columbine High School community in Littleton. Was that a meaningful experience for you?
Absolutely. It was very touching, because things like this that happens in life is unbelievable. It should never happened. And I remember I was in Florida at home, and I was watching this, and it was live in front of our eyes, and I was like, is there anything we can do? And I felt so powerless, like I couldn't do anything, and it was so unbelievable. But when I did that show, the kids came, and some of them came on stage. Also, we sang together. I met them, we took pictures together, and it was a very emotional experience.
I'm sure they were really great. Well, meanwhile, I'm enjoying your CD so much, and I know that you do a duet with Frank Sinatra, All the Way, which must have been great fun.
Well, I would have loved to meet him. He's one of my favorite singers, Renee and I favorite singer, and I would have, it was unbelievable because today with the technology, you can do so many wonderful things, and that's what's wonderful, that's the magic of it. But I would have loved to meet him, but singing with him, I just put the headphones on my head, and he took me under his wing. I didn't need to do much.
I love him so much, too.
Oh, I love
And
him.
you have also a special coming up on CBS this week. Sorry,
Wednesday,
CBS.
yeah.
Is that another network? I guess it is. It's at 8 o'clock
You're
on
so
Wednesday,
kind.
right?
Well, this Wednesday coming, yeah.
Good. Well, you've been very busy. You deserve a break.
Well, thank you. I wanted to say goodbye for a little while, just to take a break for me to do something else, but I wanted to leave you for a record and a special, so that was my way to say thank you.
Well, thank you so much for doing that.
Thank you for having all of us
It's
this
so great to have
morning.
you, and everybody, thank you all so much.
Thanks, guys.
Now, before we say our final goodbyes, not to you, Celine, but to everybody in the viewing audience, we want to go to Jody Applegate to find out what's going on Weekend today in a few minutes. Hi, Jody. Later today. I'm sorry. I keep thinking you're on Weekend, but you're not on Weekend anymore. Later today. So sorry, Jody.
I guess we just haven't said that slogan often enough.
Exactly.
Like today, only later. Anyway, coming up later, on Later Today, we're going to have some Thanksgiving side dish ideas from B. Smith. Also,